Hello children, welcome to the online session of Sri Gokulam Public School Guruvayur. Children, we are going to start a new chapter today, that is chapter 7, Directing. You all know about the 5 functions of management. They are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. We have already learned planning, organizing and staffing. Today we will learn about directing. Concept of directing. Directing refers to the process of instructing, guiding, counseling, motivating and leading people in the organization to achieve its objectives. Children, you all know that every organization they have some objectives, and to achieve these objectives they make the people to work. So it is through directing function that they make the people to work. The process like instructing, guiding, counseling, motivating and leading is used so that the people can work and thereby the organization can achieve their objectives. Now here are the characteristics or features of directing. The first point says that directing initiate actions. While other functions of management prepare a setting for action, directing initiate action in the organization. It is an executive function. So the first point says that directing is an it is a function that initiates action. In planning, organizing and staffing, which are the other functions of management, a set is organized. So we prepare a set, and it is through directing function that an action begins. Hence, it is known as executive function. It is through the directing function that the execution of the work take place. Hence, it is known as executive function. Second point says that directing take place at every level of the management. You all know about the 3 levels of management: top level, middle level and bottom level. Every manager from top executive to supervisor perform the function of directing. The directing take place wherever superior subordinate relationship exists. So at every level of the management this function can be seen. Top level, middle level as well as the bottom level. Not only that, wherever you find a superior subordinate relationship, at all places you can find the functions of directing. Next is directing is a continuous process. It takes place throughout the life of the organization. It will never stop. This function will never stop because we have to make the people to work. Through only the function of directing we can make them work. So the managers may come and go, but this directing function will continue. Next point is directing flows from top to bottom. Directing is first initiated at top level and flows to the bottom through organizational hierarchy. It means that every manager can direct his or her immediate subordinates and take instruction from his or her immediate boss. So the fourth point states that directing flow is from top to bottom. So a manager, he can take orders or instruction from his boss, and the same he can pass to his subordinates and make him work. So directing flow from top to bottom. Here are the importance of directing. The first point is directing initiate action by the people in the organization towards attainment of objective. This point we have already covered. As per this point, directing is a function where action take place, and it is a function where people will start working and thereby achieve the objective of the organization. Other functions of management like planning, organizing and staffing, it is making an arrangement, it is preparing a settings for action. It is through the directing function that execution of that plan, organizing and staffing functions will take place. So directing is known as an execution function where actual working take place. Next, the second point, directing integrate employees' effort in the organization in such a way that every individual effort contribute to the achievement of organizational goals. So directing is such a function in which employees' efforts, whatever effort is putting in the organization, that individual efforts will contribute to the achievement of organizational goals. Third point is directing guides employee to realize their potential and capabilities by motivating and providing effective leadership. So it is through the directing function that the employees will realize about their potential and capabilities. So the manager, he motivates this employee so that he can realize what all how potential he is and what all capabilities he has, so that he can help in achieving the organizational objectives. Fourth point is directing facilitates introduction of changes in the organization by reducing resistance to change and developing cooperation. So it is through directing that the managers motivate the employee, he becomes the leader of the employees, and he can facilitate introduction of changes in the organization. So a manager make the employees understand that changes are for the betterment of the organization. For the growth of the organization, it is good to have changes in the organization. So that have to be understood by the employees, and for that manager can use the function of directing. So we can say that directing facilitates introduction of changes in the organization by reducing resistance to change and developing cooperation. Fifth point is directing helps to bring stability in the organization since it fosters cooperation and commitment among the employees. It also helps to achieve balance among various groups, activities and the department. As you know, children, the organization is made up of many different types of people. All of them are working there together to achieve the organizational goal. But this human resource, they have different attitude and different behavior. But a stability have to be maintained, and directing function helps to bring about stability in the organization. It is through directing function that a sense of cooperation and commitment among the people can be brought about. It also helps to achieve balance among the various groups, activities and department. So these are the 5 importance of directing. So children, it is time to conclude today's session. In today's class, we saw the concept of directing, features and characteristics of directing, importance of directing. Now it is your turn. You have to read the text covering these points, underline the main point and read it, study it thoroughly. A test paper is also attached along with this session. So attend that test paper. Meet you in the next class with the new topic. Till then, goodbye.